This is the lowest amount you need to let compounding work. Many people hesitate to invest, thinking they don't have enough to get started. But this belief often comes from a scarcity mindset. The reality is, the amount doesn't matter as much as the approach. Imagine a person waiting to have the perfect amount to start, only to realize years later that the true opportunity was lost in waiting. In this video, we'll explore how starting, no matter how small, is the true key to unlocking the power of compounding. Number 1. The amount is less than your daily coffee. The first truth is simple. The lowest amount you need to start investing and let compounding work for you can be less than your daily coffee. Yes, you heard that correctly. The money you spend on a cup of coffee each day could be the amount that starts the process of building wealth for you. Most people think they need hundreds, even thousands of dollars to begin seeing any return. It's a common belief, one that keeps them stuck in the cycle of waiting. They wait for a time when they have more, when they feel ready. But here's the thing. Compounding doesn't require a large upfront amount. What compounding requires is time and consistency. Think of it like planting a seed. It doesn't matter if that seed is small, as long as you nurture it over time. A single coffee a day may not seem like much, but if you invest it regularly, it will grow. It will start to compound, and over time, the smallest contributions can turn into something substantial. The real opportunity isn't in waiting for a big amount, but in starting with what you have right now. It's not about the amount, it's about the decision to begin. Number 2, consistency matters more than the initial amount. It's easy to think that the key to wealth lies in making big, impactful investments, that it's the size of the amount that matters. What really matters isn't how much you start with, it's how consistently you contribute. Think of compounding as a small, steady stream of water flowing over rocks. Each drop on its own seems insignificant, but over time, that steady flow will erode the hardest rock. Consistency, more than anything else, is what turns small contributions into substantial growth. We often think we need a large sum to make a difference, but it's the regular, reliable deposits, the act of showing up day after day, that builds wealth. It's like practicing a skill. At first, it feels like nothing is changing, but over time, the improvements are undeniable. Wealth building works the same way. It's the constant, small investments that add up. When you shift your focus to consistency, you move away from the pressure of needing to make big moves, and you begin to trust the process. Number 3, start with the cost of one unused subscription. Another simple truth is this. The amount you need to start isn't even that much. It can be as little as the cost of one unused subscription. Think about the subscriptions we all pay for, but rarely use. Streaming services, apps, or memberships that we've forgotten about. The monthly fee for something that goes unused can easily become the starting point for your investment. Redirecting the money you spend without thinking into an investment account is a small yet powerful shift. It's a quiet decision to stop letting your money slip away on things that don't add value, and instead let it start growing. That small, almost invisible amount can begin to compound and turn into something significant. The habit of investing is built in these small choices. You don't need to take a giant leap. The shift is in the small, deliberate actions, the subscription fee that you won't miss, but that will serve you better in the long run. Number 4, the system is the asset, not the deposit. A key idea to understand is that the system is the true asset, not the deposit itself. Many people make the mistake of thinking the wealth comes from the size of the initial deposit. But wealth isn't built from a single lump sum. It's built from a system, a routine of consistent, intentional contributions. The deposit is just the starting point, but the real asset is the system you create around your investments. Consider this. A small machine that runs continuously is far more powerful than a large one that is used sporadically. A system of regular, automated investments that compounds over time is more valuable than a large sum of money that sits untouched. In this way, the wealthy understand that the true wealth-building asset is not the amount of money they start with. It's their consistent, disciplined approach, the system of investing regardless of the amount. Number 5, focus on the number of cycles, not dollars. The next important principle is this: focus on the number of cycles, not the dollars. We often get caught up in the idea of how much money we can make from each investment. But the real key to wealth building lies in the cycles, the number of times your money compounds over time. Wealth doesn't grow from one large transaction. It grows from the continuous cycles of compounding. The longer you let your money work for you, the more it will multiply. It's not about the amount of money you start with, it's about how many times it compounds. Think of compounding like a train gaining speed. At first, it moves slowly, but the more cycles it completes, the faster it goes. The real power lies in giving it time to build momentum. If you focus on the cycles rather than the dollars, you will begin to see compounding in a new light. It's about patience and consistency, allowing your investments to grow incrementally over time. Number 6, time in the market trumps timing the market. One of the most persistent misconceptions in investing is that you need to time the market. Wait for the perfect moment to make your move. But time in the market is far more important than timing it. Most people want to predict when the market will go up or down, believing that if they can get it right, they'll see the best returns. But the wealthy understand something much more profound. Time itself is what creates wealth. The longer your money stays invested, the more compounding will work for you. You don't need to know the future because compounding doesn't care about market timing. It cares about how long your money has to grow. A long, steady investment journey outperforms the attempts to catch the right moment. Wealth is created over time, not by trying to outsmart the market. Patience and consistency are the real keys to success. Number 7, automate the process to bypass your hesitation. One of the best ways to ensure that you keep investing, no matter how small, is to automate the process. It's easy to hesitate, to second guess, or to put off making that first investment. We all have doubts. Is now the right time? What if I don't have enough? These thoughts can hold us back from getting started. But when you automate your contributions, you remove hesitation from the equation. Imagine your investments are like a watering system for plants. Once it's set up, it works without any effort on your part. You don't have to think about it. And over time, the plants, your wealth, grow without your constant intervention. By automating your investment process, you make wealth building a part of your routine, not a decision that requires constant mental energy. The system works for you, even when you're not paying attention. Bonus insight: start your automated transfer right now. Here's a simple but powerful insight. Start your automated transfer today, no matter how small. The hesitation to begin often comes from waiting for the perfect amount or time. But the truth is, there will never be a perfect moment. The key to building wealth through compounding is consistency, and that begins with taking action, no matter how small the amount. By setting up an automated transfer, you remove the mental hurdle of decision-making. You don't have to think about it. It becomes part of your routine, just like paying a bill or buying groceries. And over time, these small, consistent investments will begin to grow. Even if you can only start with a modest amount, it's the first step that matters. Once you set this process in motion, the compounding effect begins, and you'll be amazed at how small, automatic contributions can turn into significant wealth in the long run. If this video resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. Write "I choose understanding" in the comments below and share how you'll begin your compounding journey. The key takeaway is simple. It's not about the amount you start with, it's about starting. Even small, consistent actions, when compounded over time, can lead to extraordinary results. If you found value in this video, consider liking it so others can find these insights too. Subscribe for more lessons grounded in clarity and wisdom. Share this with someone ready to start thinking differently about money. And stay tuned for the next video, where we'll explore more timeless principles for building wealth through understanding. Remember, wealth is a byproduct of insight and discipline. Keep that in mind, and your path will be clearer than ever.